Siser EasyWeed Stretch. Have you been intimidated by it? Are you afraid to use it? Have you read something where you're like, I don't want to use it, or I don't know what I'm missing, it's not working, this and that? I know, we're all there. So in this video, I'm going to explain 3 big things to look out for when using Siser EasyWeed Stretch. Hey everyone, I'm Joe with Siser North America. I'm hanging out in the Heat Press Nation studio for this special video. Please hang out with me, you're gonna wanna watch. Oh, you're still here, awesome. Okay, so let's start with part 1. Part 1 of this video, I'm just gonna go over the whole basis of EasyWeed Stretch. Siser EasyWeed Stretch is the thinnest of all of our heat transfer vinyls. So this is, if you want to use it for something that's thinner, stretchier, or just a regular cotton t-shirt, whatever it is, you can use Stretch if you enjoy that feel, the flexibility, and in most cases a matte finish. Now that's really what it takes. We're gonna segue right over to part 2, which is the application side of it, which is the key to EasyWeed Stretch. EasyWeed Stretch, because it is so thin, requires firm pressure. Now at Siser, you've probably seen us talk about applying with a home iron with our heat transfer vinyls, and that's awesome and you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But we're here talking about EasyWeed Stretch, which is a product line that does require firm pressure. It also requires to make sure you're getting to the correct temperature. So the application settings for EasyWeed Stretch are now 320 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 20 seconds, depending on how you're applying it, at a firm pressure. So if you are using a home iron, you want to make sure you're getting that 320 degrees. You want to press for 20 seconds, but you want to also make sure you're applying some weight, some force down onto it if you do decide to use a home iron for your application with the EasyWeed Stretch. Now, we personally recommend using a heat press when it comes to the application of EasyWeed Stretch. Why? Because a heat press can control everything you need. The temperature, you know you're getting to the correct temperature. You can set the time on it for the duration, but for EasyWeed Stretch, most importantly, the pressure. So here we can adjust the pressure, and I know that I'm getting even pressure throughout my entire platen when it comes to applying the transfer of EasyWeed Stretch. Now what happens with EasyWeed Stretch when it's applied? Now if you're used to regular EasyWeed, when you apply it, it sits on the top of the garment. When you apply EasyWeed Stretch, it's actually taking the shape in the fabric and the fibers of that garment. So that's why the pressure is very important when you're pushing down on it. All right, so the common misconception when it comes to EasyWeed Stretch and what it can be applied to is usually it has to go on stretchy fabrics. I can't use it for anything else. Not true. So if you're used to EasyWeed, regular EasyWeed, you can apply it to every fabric you would apply regular EasyWeed to, plus the stretchy fabric. So if you're going on a cotton, polyester, poly blend, tri-blends, all that stuff you would put EasyWeed on, you can also use EasyWeed Stretch. It's a complete preference thing. But when it comes to stretchy fabrics such as Lycra and spandex, that's when we would recommend actually using EasyWeed Stretch. All right, here's a little bonus fact for you. Something to look out for, because we get this all the time. Now, if you've ever used EasyWeed and you've ever used EasyWeed Stretch, we get the question of how can I tell the difference between the two? So going forward at Siser North America, our launches of EasyWeed Stretch are gonna now come with a frosted carrier on it. So the pressure sensitive carrier on it is going to have a milky finish to it. So a way to tell between regular EasyWeed and EasyWeed Stretch is by simply looking at the carrier, and that's how you can know the difference between the two. And that is that. I hope that cleared up a little bit of that apprehension you may have had with the Siser EasyWeed Stretch, and maybe you got some ideas for your next project. Maybe I didn't answer any questions that you had, but if you need to, you can contact the very, very knowledgeable Heat Press Nation experts at any time, and we'll clear up all those questions for you. I'm Joe with Siser North America. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. If you want to see more about the Siser EasyWeed Stretch and the entire line of Siser products, you can check out heatpressnation.com today, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Thank you.